It's a full moon, so look out. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is the Meteor, and they will have a power advantage here. Facing her, Terry Belter Harper.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
First up, the Meteor from South Africa, and they hold the SCI Continental title. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same here. Terry Harper from the United Kingdom. The last time we saw them in action, they pulled off a very close win.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from South Africa. Wearing the pink trunks trimmed with pink. Here is the current Continental Lightweight Champion, the Meteor. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United Kingdom, Terry Belter Harper.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now the action's about to begin.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. And there's the bell for round one. No rest for the weary. Jab slightly off target. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Beautiful counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. The jab doesn't quite connect. They exchange punches. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. A perfect counter shot. Terry Harper in some serious trouble here. Down goes Terry Harper. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four. Give me your blood.
We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. And there's the bell for round 2. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter. That hook won't score. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Nice counter shot by her. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Straight right just misses. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. They stop the hook there. Harper just got rocked. Did you see that? Harper got clipped. Big shot sends Harper to the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
That's lights out right there.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell to start round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Done with that counter shot. The straights continue to score. That jab doesn't score. Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Swing and a miss with the jab. Lucky that hook didn't score. The straight right just misses. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action. And there's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Back and forth they go. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This is a high-octane battle. Counter punching. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell to start round 5. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with that hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Do you believe what we're seeing? She wasn't ready for that counter. Incredible work rate. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can't find a home with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell to start round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The straight right just misses. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
よしやるぞさあ来い集中せいよしやるぞ今ださて作るか
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action.
味を見てくれ
There's the bell to start round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Stamina is off the charts. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Jab misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Got out of the way of that right hook. You know, so much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee's going to allow her to fight. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
Don't get in my way! Hurry! The enemy looks kind of tough. Yes? I call this move Bunny Slice Combo!
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Good counter shot by her. The perfect counter lands. So much firepower here. She catches and counters. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Big whiff with the right hook. Beautiful counter punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter shot. She blocks that right hook. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Terry Harper just got rocked. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. There's the bell to start round 9. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. How about that time counter shot? Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Hold that thought! Terry Harper in some serious trouble here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They got out of the way of that right hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about championship material.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. It's round 10. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Good counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Trying to land that jab. And they think, whoa, wait a minute. Harper is down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, you're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.